Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be teaching you guys how I edit my crochet content. So content meaning my photos and my videos. So as you guys know, I post a lot on my different social media accounts. I edit pictures for my Instagram, I edit videos for my TikToks, and I also edit reels for Instagram. And I'm going to be taking you guys through the process of how exactly I edit, what I do with my raw images or my raw content. So to start, we will begin with Instagram. So if you guys can take a look at my Instagram, I have a lot of very detailed pictures. So I never just post me on my feed, or I never just post like raw pictures of my crochet works on my feed, but I like to make sure that I can edit them a little. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of extra doodles around. I have a lot of lines and elements and details to it. I like doing this because since I don't show my face in my Instagram photos, this kind of just adds a little extra spice to my photos, and it also kind of goes with what I wanted my crochet account to look like. So I wanted it to look very fun, I wanted it to look very creative, and adding the colors and details kind of contribute to my crochet branding. So I recently went on a picnic with my friends, and they were so nice to let me shoot them holding different versions of my Mali bag. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go through all of it, and I'll also begin hearting or kind of favoriting the pictures that I like, and I know which ones I am going to be using for my photos. I am going to now edit the photos, and I like to edit my photos on Lightroom. Here on Lightroom, this is a free app if I'm not mistaken. I just import all the photos I want to edit. So I'm not the best at editing photos, but I try my best to make sure that I just like how my photos end up looking like. So here I'm playing around with all of it, and then so with photos that have similar problems, I like to just copy the settings of one photo and paste it on the other. So this saves me a lot of time that I don't have to manually edit each photo again. I can just edit one photo and copy those settings onto another photo. So I will do that with all my other photos as well. And then once I'm done, I am going to export all those photos, all the edited photos, to my camera roll. And I'm going to now edit them ready for my Instagram account. So for my Instagram, I like to use Canva to edit. So for here, the dimensions of my Canva is 2160 times 1080. So the usual dimensions of an Instagram post is 1080 by 1080 pixels. But because I like to kind of make a very seamless, or I like to call it like a free-flowing carousel where a lot of the times the images, they're kind of connected with each other. I'm not sure what the correct term for it is, but that's just how I like to describe it. So that's why I make the dimension bigger, the width of the project a little bit bigger. So I will put a line as well in the middle. So here I'll begin choosing out the different photos I want, and I am just gonna try playing around with the layout, how exactly I want it to look. So it really takes a lot of trial and error to kind of be able to edit your photos properly. It takes a lot of patience. So for sure, don't give up if you find yourself kind of frustrated that your photos aren't turning out as what you expected. So something I also realized is that you don't have to always use all the photos that you end up getting from your photo shoots, because you can always save them for a rainy day, and you don't have to try cramming it into one photo if it makes it look messy or you're not very happy with how it looks like when you try to cram it all into one. And that's something that took me a while to learn as well, because I realized that I was cluttering up my photos for the sake of trying to fit all those photos into one picture, which made it look really messy. I'm gonna download this and I'm going to work on it in another app. Apart from Canva, I also like to use this app called Sketchbook. And here I edit a lot of my hand-drawn details. So here I am going to make all sorts of doodles. So this is also another trial and error process of what will my photos look like. It doesn't always work out right away on the first try, but I do try my best to just get it done and create whatever I want to, because sometimes you don't really expect it, but the photos that you never expect are the ones that turn out the best. So when I want to post my photos, it will look a little something like this. The reason I saved the picture twice is because you will need two photos of it so that you can make it a carousel, like a seamless carousel type of picture. So for here, I'm gonna press the button that makes it automatically fit into a square, and I'm gonna select that as my first photo. and then I'm gonna select the other one and slide it all the way to the very end. So when I click next, this is what it will kind of look like. So as you can see here, it's very seamless when you slide the photos. So this is how I kind of get ready to post. I type my caption and then I click share. And that is the process of how I post my Instagram photos. So for the next thing I'm going to show you guys how I edit is my YouTube videos. So I use the app called VN. The reason why I like this as compared to iMovie, it's really beginner friendly for me as someone who's used iMovie all her life. And it also has a lot of features that iMovie doesn't have. You can download it on iPad, iPhone, and Mac. This isn't going to be a breakdown of how exactly to use the app, but this is just generally how I upload and how I edit on here. So here you can add music, and I add music through downloading it on Safari. So I use Thematic, which is a website that lets you download like copyright-free music. And Thematic gives you like the proper template that you have to just copy paste on your YouTube videos so that you don't get like a copyright claim. So I also have my intro here. So this intro is something I edited on Canva video, and it's always my intro for my videos. It's just my logo popping up, and then I just add all my videos here. So I'm editing the video that you guys are watching right now, and as you guys can see here, I can add, for example, I can add photos or videos to go on top. And then you can also play around with it so that it looks really cool. It's very beginner friendly. I honestly love editing with this app. It gives you a lot of creative freedom on how you want to lay out your videos. If there's specific things that you want to add, if you want to add text, they also have that. And they have even like time, date, bubble, titles, and everything. So they also give you a lot of fonts to work with, which I really like. And then yeah, it's very friendly. And then for the video clips, you can adjust volume, speed, background, and you can as well edit, like flip it around. You can also edit if a photo is too bright or is too low. So here you can see that they also have different effects. So it kind of looks like the TikTok editing software, which is really helpful for me because I found it really easy to learn how to use this. So that is how I mainly edit my YouTube videos. The process of how I edit my TikToks and Reels are kind of similar. These clips that you see, they're all portrait. I plan on using these for my Reels. So for here, we are going to create a new one, and I'm going to change the length to 30 seconds. And I'm also going to pick out my song. So for here, I'm gonna choose the saved songs I have. And this just helps me like have a set list of sounds that I can use. And because my account is a business account, a lot of copyright music I'm not allowed to use for my Reels. So I kind of have to make do with the limited options available to me. And then once I have chosen my sound, I will go to my videos and proceed to kind of choose through the videos that I want to add to my reel. And honestly, what I like with this is that it plays the sound for you as you're inserting clips, unlike TikTok where you kind of have to manually edit your clips without hearing the music. So here I can play around with it, and then I add it, for example, and then I'm gonna add everything else that I want to put. And I honestly love editing on Instagram better than TikTok, but yeah, so this is similar to how I make my TikToks. I just choose the audio that I want to use, upload all my clips, and then that's how I do it. So I've gotten as well a lot of requests for how I do this effect. So the first clip you see here is actually an Apple dazz cam. So here I'm gonna choose a photo, so only live photos are supported. So let's say I want to use this photo. I simply upload it and I wait for it to load, and then when it's done uploading, it's gonna show up in your camera roll. And this one, when you play it, it kind of creates this effect where it's like layering on the videos and it's playing all the photos in the live photo. So all the frames in the live photo are played. And this is actually very unique. I love using these for my videos, and it just adds a lot of extra detail, and I don't have to really record a video. I just have to make sure that all my photos are live so that I can just edit something like this, and it makes it really easy for me to worry about after. So these are other examples of dazz cam clips I've gotten. So these are all live photos that I have used. You can also edit the lighting or like the effect of it, because as you guys can tell, it turns into this very grainy film-like texture or filter. So you can change this in your camera roll, in the camera roll edit settings. So when you take the photo, you just have to remember to like take a lot of moving ones, and you can move forward, move backward, or go closer, go nearer, and it's like, it just creates a beautiful effect that honestly makes your TikToks and your Reels very unique. And now I'll teach you guys how I edit my YouTube thumbnails. Personally, I like to use GoDaddy Studio and Sketchbook for this one. So for GoDaddy Studio, I have a set project here that has all my past thumbnails, and I edit it a lot here. And this is where I add the text to my images. So this creates a very standard font for all my thumbnails. So this is the font I use. I just have a free GoDaddy account, so it's not like I pay to be able to use it. I just kind of use whatever is free. So you can see here that I have a lot of just the photos and the text. And then after I'm done exporting that, I am actually going to edit it on Sketchbook. And here in Sketchbook, this is where I add kind of the doodles, the details to it that make it look a lot more fun. So some stuff I added were my writing with mom and dad. I circled the pictures, and I as well wrote the types of yarn that were on the pictures. I outlined myself, and I gave like a small hint, like yarn shopping part 2. And having this process also just kind of helps my YouTube account look very consistent. So you can see here all my videos, they kind of have that similar white writing with outlines and the solid color background with the same text. So they look very consistent, which is something that I really value in my YouTube videos. And with that, I hope this helped you guys out, kind of getting a glimpse of my content editing process, the apps I use, as well as ideas maybe for your own crochet content, or even if it's not for crochet. And if you guys like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe yet if you haven't, and check out all my other social media accounts. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Once more, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye!